The Summer Game Fest game demo event is live. And that's a lot of words, and there are a lot of demos. More than 40, in fact. And here are 8 that we've checked out after they caught our attention. First up is developer Coco Cucumber's love letter to the 80s, Echo Generation, which has been on our radar for quite a while now. Finally, getting hands-on time with this meaty demo has us excited. A charming art style is mixed with a 3D pixel style to great effect, though the blurring of objects in the fore and background can be a bit much. Simplistic turn-based combat feels fine, emphasizing a timing-based button prompt that adds to your damage done or lowers your damage taken. There is no release date for the game outside of 2021, so keep an eye out for when it's finally announced. Next up is Paint the Town Red. You are an angry man looking to punch people for kicks. Now, this is a basic first-person brawler with an emphasis on lasting as long as you can so that you can unlock super moves, though in the demo, it took me far too long to ever get to any of the interesting stuff before one of the dozens of people chasing me took me down. You will be picking up anything and everything you can get your hands on to smash and throw at everybody around you for fun. There is a second mode outside of the Go Punch Everyone scenario called Beneath that seemed to emphasize exploration, but after half an hour of running around, I couldn't figure out what to do, and the performance was so bad on the Series X that I started to feel sick. Depending on the price, this one could be a laugh, though I'm not sure how much longevity it'll have. The Riftbreaker Prologue. It's a twin-stick RTS tower defense hybrid that is coming to Game Pass, and this demo was great. Performance on Series X was atrocious at times, but the gameplay and setup are fantastic. This game focuses on building up bases using local resources that you need to mine. An easy-to-use power and structure system helps keep your frustration down, and the twin-stick shooter part feels really good. Ammo is sparse though, so you'll find yourself using your far weaker but infinite ammo attacks quite often. This game looked good in previews, and finally getting our hands on it has confirmed that this game has real surprise potential when it releases later this fall directly into Game Pass. With an art style reminiscent of Firewatch, Lake looks absolutely gorgeous. Set in a town situated by a mountain and a picturesque lake, you take on the role of a woman taking time out from her stressful job in 1980s IT to be a mail carrier. She's delivering letters and parcels from a van, and it has never looked so appealing before. You're meeting interesting people, having conversations and doing off-the-book favors for them, while you should be working, which will allow players to spend hours in a relaxing game that has literally been designed to prevent you from rushing through it. Cat Lateral Damage Re-Meowstered. Featuring a bright, colorful style, this game looks like everything that you could ever want from a cat simulator. After selecting a real-life cat from a photo, you become its cartoon avatar and can live your best life in various locations until you run out of energy and crash. Various tasks and challenges are available to you, such as knocking down a certain number of books, finding a certain toy, or trashing everything in the room just like a real-life Hellcat would. Finding a stash of catnip on a high shelf certainly affected my cat's abilities and made jumping up and scratching the curtains much harder. If you have children that love cats, they will love playing this game. The demo for Tale of Bestoon impressed me a lot. Described as a story-driven, isometric action-adventure game, it is based on a tragic story from Persian legends, and it is very striking visually. Waking up on a mountain with no memory of who you are or how you got there, you set off to find out the answers to these questions and uncover your past. In my playthrough, I encountered a different realm, rescued something that looked very much like a tree ant, and followed a phoenix in flight around the mountain. Tunneling into cliffs to uncover portals and fight monsters in a light RPG manner certainly whet my appetite to play more of this game when it is released. Arguably, Sable is the most visually striking of all the demos available. It is a beautifully animated open-world exploration game that meets Mobius cartoon come to life. Every environment is handcrafted, and you'll be surprised at how swiftly this open world draws you in. You play as a young girl named Sable, who is about to undertake some sort of rite of passage as a part of her nomadic clan. There is no combat to speak of, but there is exploration, puzzles, and, did we mention hoverbikes? We cannot wait to dive into the full release later this year. Tunic. You've heard the name? Get to finally play it a little bit. It is an upcoming action-adventure game developed for the most part by a single developer, which makes it all the more impressive. What initially might strike you as some sort of Zelda-like clone, but where you play as a rather adorable fox, is actually quite more interesting. While that description works, there's a fair bit of challenge in this adorable-looking game, so don't be lulled into any false sense of security. It is played from an isometric point of view. Areas are often blocked off until you obtain a needed item or weapon to progress, and interestingly, all in-game text is in some sort of made-up language, with pieces of the manual of the game being discovered along the way. This is one you will want to give a go for sure. And this is just a small selection of what is available right now during the Xbox Summer Game Fest demo event. So, if you have an Xbox, go into the store and find that tab, and oh boy, you have got a lot of options. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and if you do subscribe, please tick that little bell, and we'll see you here next time on XboxEra.